We also want to ask ourselves, have you got what it takes to attract them? Now that we understand their needs, it goes back to what are we good at? What are we passionate about that we can present ourselves to reach out to the target users, and therefore they know, hey, there's something in it for them. They want to know you and stick on with you. All right, so the key thing now is one, to understand who you are talking to, speaking with, and the other is what you are capable of. When these two meet, their needs and what your attractiveness, then we already have the story going for both sides. Anytime you have questions, just type it into the box. We are all looking out for them. We're moving into the next part. I want to congratulate you because through the lesson 1 and lesson 2, and especially your response to the assignments, we can tell you are all together putting together a picture. And this is a wonderful picture of what Amway can provide the people. There's you, your partners, and as well as anybody who come close to Amway at all. Without your effort putting together, this picture will not be complete. And this picture is continuing to form. We are able to see the wonder of this organization and this brand through your stories. Wow. So from all these stories, we can see various age, and including as high as 68. And someone of 68 years old who is brimming with life. We are not retired from our job, but even if we are not retired from life. And you are brimming with exactly that kind of energy. I want to make special mention to the ladies because you impress upon us that you have this idea of what you can continue contribute to the world, and despite your age or whatever age you are, you insist on balancing your various roles and find yourself the important niche in the world, and that's very worth mentioning. We are also seeing wonderful stories coming up among couples. You are already a couple, a husband and wife. You're working on a career together. Your relationship blossom, and the value you create to the people close to you are also becoming more and more evident, and that's wonderful. Various kind of information sharing and activities surrounding health and wellness, like how our digestive system should be, how the ideal weight we can work towards. You are putting together so much drive that we can see that you are really strong online and offline. How? It is evident to us that you are full of content which can form into stories about your life and your career in respect of Amway. At the same time, we have found that in your stories has left some space for us to comment and encourage and even offer suggestions on how to make it one step further, level up, and even progress better. You're very interested, like we are, with making our stories more compelling and more moving? If you do, reply a yes in the chat space. As you are replying your yes, I would like you to think about, and you can also insert in our chat box, why do we bother in the first place to post onto social media accounts? You can share your own view. Let me just read what I've seen. Apart from the many yes, thank you very much. I'm also seeing that you want to look at prospects. You want to reach out to your prospects. You want people to see you, notice you. Yes, it is a space in which you can create your own branding. You want to reach out to more people indeed. So reaching out is one of the keywords, yes. Attract the users, new prospects. New prospects, that's also a keyword. You have something to share, something good to share, of course. I can see sharing attraction. I can see good stuff. I can see this is reaching out. This is growth prospects. I see a lot of resonating among you guys. Personal branding. Let people see you. Let you see more people as well. Thank you very much. Again, you guys are very fast. Someone add this. Not only are you good at it, but you are passionate about it. For example, to educate people, to help them get the right information and make the change that matters a lot to them. Attract new users. Good. I see some repetition. They are all for good reasons. You all have the core points there. All right, so from your reply just now, it's quite evident that the first thing to do is to show ourselves, let people see us. And the objective of doing so is to be able to reach out and therefore attract them. I think you got it all there. And one point to note is not just the new people out there, and I would like you to be mindful that as you put in this effort, you are definitely going to reach out to the people who already kind of know you somewhat. We activate the people who already know you. And that should also be a very clear objective. How, Miri? I think some of you got it there as well. As you dig deeper, you show yourself, you become attractive to other people, they will have a response. They will like you. They will notice you, like you, and want to get closer to you. And finally, to become you as well. This is the kind of attraction we are talking about. So we remember that point about having the user at the center of our attention, being user-centric. That means all the stories that we share, that we love so much, that we're so passionate about, serve one thing, which is to be able to impress upon the users something they are interested in. Now, what are they interested in? Definitely inseparable from the needs that they have, whether they know it or not. Therefore, we say that our stories are here to talk about what the users are actually interested in, even if they do not know it, but we know. Yes. Right. You remember that we talk about storytelling, we talk about presenting ourselves as a long-term process. And I think some of you have got it there, which is ultimately is to be able to influence people, inspire them to look into this career and business opportunity. You are exactly right. But mindful that it is a process. At lesson 2, we are moving into the process of making ourselves highly attractive and relevant to them. And it will, as soon as they're attracted to us, be willing to entertain more possibilities, including, yes, you're right, ultimately be attracted to the business. So we want to repeat this one. We said this in our earlier Q&A, but it is important that we emphasize this. Do not give you yourself that kind of notion that you must have a complete story. No, you don't need to have a complete story before you show the story. You just need to have a story, a point, to attract them because that address their needs and their interests. Even if you don't have a complete story yet, it's totally okay because your story will be complete by and by. But we want to start somewhere. Take note, the story does not equate to must be complete in the first place or at any time. I want to hear some yes if you now understand and accept that presenting the story doesn't have to be the complete picture. It just has to be a point that's interesting enough to the users, and that will be the story. It doesn't have to be complete. If you understand that, accept that, please reply yes. Let's ponder about that. Just reply freely into the chat space. Now that you have replied yes, why is it that you now understand that we don't need to have a long, complete story? We just need to start somewhere. Tell us, why do you think so? I'm seeing some reply, very good, go on. 有人说会很闷 some say it will be very boring if you want to have the complete story. Yes. 对，是这个意思啊 Yes. So you want to hook them, right? A bit at a time. 你来。You see, a story has many facets and elements. Why you don't have to rush into everything because they are simply too much. It has to be you, but it's not enough. It has to be other people. Then we have characterization. It has to be other people such as your family, your friends, your colleagues, and so on. It has to have a plot. It has to be something happening. If you try to say everything, it'll be just too much at the same time. We can't digest. We just get facets and we let us spill the beans a bit at a time. Here we need to think of something. We all know that we are very attracted to storytelling. The more we do that, the more we like it. But be mindful that it's not a solo, not a monologue. It's not a story with only one character. All the stories that you like, it has more than one character. And so we don't let all these characters comes out. If we make the mistake of keeping just to ourselves, it's just me only, you will fall short of telling a rich story. Let it come bit by bit, not just you, but other people in your story as well. Recall a little bit, for all the short stories that you find not bad, including your own, Is it rich in terms of not just having one character but more? It has those layers in it. If you agree so, if you understand so, you can likewise reply a yes to this. Right, now let's zoom in on assignment. In this particular assignment 2, what do we ask for? We have boxed it up in 3 parts. First thing is it has to be a real, documenting a real interesting moment of an offline event in Amway. It has to be one. It recently happened, you attended it. So this is one requirement, all right? Secondly is keep it short and sharp, 200 words. Within 200 words, will do. So that's why we say not more than 200 words. At the same time, lend some support to your words. Let it be paired with photographs. It supplement your whole short story, making it very rich visually and textually. Right. So in our life, every day is inextricably linked to Amway, and there are various kind of elements that all these are rich activities and events. So you can just pick anything that comes. The objective of this assignment is to get us used to just taking it and using it. The events and activities that happens almost every day. We want you to get tuned into that, and then you will know, oh, now I see. I have content just every round the corner, and you are therefore more composed and confident of where and how you can get this potential content from. Imagine this. As soon as you are tuned in to just picking at your own choice all these events and activities at your disposal, you will have so much power. It's like an infinite arsenal of content and story ideas. Let's look at some common points that we have identified. Common, because it resonates with most of you, is the representative of your learning journey. We find that still that very core thing that we are getting used to, we are getting there, but we have seen some cases where your user profile is not clear. In fact, it's absent. So no user profile. What does that mean? That means whatever you say doesn't have a conversation because you don't have the other side, the other part. Therefore, your conversation will become flat. We want you to be clear about who you're talking to. Therefore, there is a real conversation going on. We all have a lot of resources. We know we have very limited time. Once you get too attracted to saying everything at the same time, you will have too much to say. And as a result, you will be like, short of a better word, a verbal diarrhea. You will watch out for that. There are four bullet points here. Before I complete all the 4 bullet points, feel free to look through all of them, and you may want to answer, reply 1, 2, 3, or 4, which bullet points you find yourself fall prey at the moment more into. You can just reply that as a reminder to ourselves. I see someone reply, Charlie reply 3, 1, someone say 4, someone say 1. Ayo. Now, just now we kind of warn everybody, careful, don't just keep too engrossed with ourselves, because when we keep doing that, the other party, the users, will find that, hey, little to do with me, not relevant to me. Remember, what's in it for me? That me refers to the user. Whenever we tell our stories, we are actually telling a story about them and for them. They need to click onto it, otherwise it will not be relevant to them. An important reminder again, we had one slide which is just now, that whatever stories that I am sharing now, my objective in the end is to address your interests. I have to make sure you are interested in my story. How would you be interested? Because the story is actually about you. It looks like I'm talking about me, but actually you feel like it is about you. Then it makes a good link, attraction. Have you wondered why some people, before they start a meal, before they get into an event, they keep taking pictures and so on? Think about how they can work for you. Think about when you do that is to let yourself have a very rich source of the images, pictures, and the videos. And we can see that in this assignment, there is room for improvement in that the videos and the images you use can be more eye-catching. We would like it to be more eye-catching, and so that it can add to the whole story. Now, how to ensure this? You can feel a little bit, add yourself, be more greedy a little bit, so they can take more pictures and take more videos. You have more to choose from. Oh yes. You see, in BMS, Better Me storytelling is for you to be better me, not just online, but also offline, on site. Think of it as applicable almost universally, wherever you show yourself. Don't go away with the idea that because this course is mainly conducted online and therefore its application should be there. No, free yourself. Use it in every aspect of your interaction with the users. You think about it, these 4 bullet points, they are very useful even if in your person-to-person interaction, and make them feel more attracted to you because they see in you something they like about themselves, or they need about themselves too. All right. You see, this topic we have given you, and we are now talking about what criteria we use to qualify as the excellent assignment in assignment 2. First, the topic. You see, we are asking you to describe an offline event that you have been involved in recently. We actually have a requirement about length. So when we say 200 words, we say not more than 200. Why? Because we want you to get used to having that confidence that less is more. So if you have submitted yours, good. But however, if your words are too lengthy, too many words, we will actually cut off that. In other words, we don't read beyond 200 words. Therefore, you will shortchange yourself. That we say it will affect the completion rate. It means people don't complete reading your whole story. They stop at 200 words. When it comes to the content, 5 bullet points, we want you to start feeling that, wow, this is so delicate a balance. You are right if you are feeling it now. Meaning, yes, he's talking about me, but why talk about you? It's because you want to get started to reach out to the other person, which is the user. Hence, you have to talk about your own personal niche and profile. You cannot do that at all. However, you cannot be just very engrossed with yourself. That means you cannot be very self-centered. That delicate balance, we need to keep finding. That's why we need to keep training this skill. Why? When you do that, people will find that you're not very deliberate, not so intentional about Amway elements. So you're not so pushy. They will not feel that distance. At the same time, the other party will find that they can feel that they're entering into a scenario. We call it the sense of scene and immersion. And that will make them, hey, that's interesting, catch their attention, make them curious, and they find that something speaks to them. That's called resonance. Something speaks to them. What is it? Actually, at a deeper level, that refers to the values of being upright, being helpful, being positive. All these are values. The world is worth it, and I can be a better version for myself. These are values. So when these values resonance are there, you are actually communicating with them, and you will have started well with yourself, actually connecting with them. Ultimately, who are they agreeing with? They are not agreeing with you only. They are agreeing with your values, which reflect them. That connection claps this way. Mind you, we are now at the very initial stage of the 4-stage relationship. Now we are dealing with people who are like strangers. Either they never know you before, therefore strangers, or people who know you but seldom connect. So guys are far. There is a big distance between you. So you are very stranger to one another. Hence, it's not appropriate at this point to share a lot about products or even about Amway. It'd be too premature. You understand we are talking about this specific context, this scenario. Later, as we move on into this course, then we won't dwell on this stage only. We move to other stages. As far as this stage, lesson 2, assignment 2 is concerned, we are trying to attract the other party. It could be people totally stranger to you, or people who are new, you don't know each other very well. We work on attraction first. What are they attracted to? You, for a start, your values. They see in themselves. So we focus on creating that. Therefore, talking too much about products or Amway will not be appropriate. Not yet. When we are in stage 3 and stage 4 out of the 4 stages, it would be a lot more appropriate. See some yes, let's see some no, let's see some maybe. At this stage, if what we have shared so far makes sense to you, you can accept, reply a yes. Otherwise, can be a no, can be a maybe. Let's see some response. I'm going to invite you guys now to look at some of the excellent assignments. No, in fact, these are the excellent assignments. They have met our criteria of describing a recent event which they have been involved in. They have written it short and sharp. At the same time, they are able to create that initial attraction. So I'm revealing to you, and I encourage you guys, invite you guys to look at the headline and read on as you like, especially the part we have boxed. We box means it has adequately addressed our criteria. First, we have Team B, Santi Diwa Chalaya. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations, Sandy. And I will invite you guys to kind of look closely at some of the details here, right? So what we have found here in the box here, out of all in the room, there was one particular lady who is so special that she is by birth a deaf and dumb. You see, when Sandy creates this scenario, she doesn't create something that we would expect, something unexpected, a person who normally we don't get in touch with. It seems unfortunate that this person is deaf and dumb, but it will make us feel like it means there's going to be something. There's going to be something in the red box. Especially read that, you'll find that she's creating a scenario that draws us in, right? And she's talking about she has been building the business enthusiastically, persistently, and this is what, despite her constraints, we are looking at something that will draw us in, and therefore it will make a difference. Just dwell on this one point again. Something unusual, but something outstanding. Despite difficulty, yet we get there. Sandy has done well in this one. Congratulations. Key thing here is, you notice Sandy did not just dwell on herself. Obviously she did, she has to introduce herself, but she shifted the spotlight to someone else, someone who is unusual, worthy of our admiration. It will make us think that, oh, despite her constraints, she made it. So what more me? I have more at my disposal. I obviously can do a lot better. That will be an inspiration. That will be an encouragement. It's not how we want to look at other people, but reflect onto ourselves. That is a point of interest. It will touch you. It's touching because it makes you think about yourself. Sandy. Here we know that 第二点，一和二的状态对。Let's share with you 2 points in which we believe that Sandy can do better by observing them. These are our suggested ways to optimize, that means get better. Let's focus on this because these are our common learning points. You find that she can do something more about clarifying her own identity. That means talk more about herself. Let us understand what she stands for. Because by so doing, it'll be easier for her to also identify who she wants to influence. There are 2 focal points we think she will do well, focusing more on. One is who is herself, and who she wants to influence, point 1. And point number 2 will be, with that, focus on one topic. Focus on one topic first. Just like a story doesn't have to be the complete story, so we just focus on one point and let that point flash out. You'll find that when she introduces that one person who is a shining example of you can make it, that already is very powerful. But at the same time, if you add other things such as the Amway, the career opportunities, and the system, it will actually distract. She will do better. Do away with these other details first and focus on that one star that she's trying to flesh out. 好，这是第4点。We go to point 4. Afterwards, I will reply Vivian's question about how to flesh out point number 1 better. But point number 4 is the layout. We're referring to, as you put in this content, how it appeals to the other person reading it. We can improve on the layout to make reading even more comfortable. We pay attention to certain details, and layout is always an element because visually it strikes us. 这里有个提问，就是 Vivian 有一个提问，第1点，对。Point number 1, the optimization of your identity, is to focus less on a lot of details about yourself, but your connection with the user group. Say something in common between the two. For example, we are moms, we are working ladies. Create that commonality. States more about that. Because you can tell that between Sandy and the lady she's referring to, they have the gender. They probably have some background commonality. Delve a little bit more about that. 第二个题目有 amenity element 方面，关于如何减少，应该是减少对于细节，对，I think we have to congratulate Sandy for working very hard, and she's putting in some details. Our recommendation is the one about these ABO has done well. Flesh out is wonderful. Create that identity and commonality because we are all ladies. We are able to work this despite our constraints. However, when we talk about the amenity elements, how to reduce them, we're actually referring to other details which will work a lot better in the third stage and the fourth stage. By that, we're referring to mention about Amway and the system and how powerful it is. We hold our horses, we let go later, but not now. Yeah, that's the whole point. Less is actually more in stage 1. Coach Millie's point is that we don't have to dwell a lot on the financial aspect, although it matters, but that's not the whole thing. Therefore, we want to address innate needs of the individual. I see some of the questions very good are replying now, are asking us about how do we know from so diverse, how do we zoom in? Usually we zoom in by our way of talking to the people we want to talk to. We have to decide. You are the boss, you decide. When I say that we are talking to people who are new to us, I'm actually therefore not talking to the people who already know us, including those who will jump the gun and look at a lot. Because those people who will jump the gun and look at a lot, their attention is different. They don't behave as people who are very new to us. So long as we are talking to people who are new to us, they would actually be only talking about what Coach Millie mentioned just now. Is very important. That is, they actually are more into themselves. I like to have fun. I like to be pretty. I like to look healthy. I don't want to grow old, lonely, and be looked down at. These are the preoccupations of the people who are new to you. We want to empathize with that. Those people who are not worried or concerned about these points, instead they jump the gun and look at other things like what you do in Amway and so on. They are actually not in that stage that you're looking at. We therefore have to make the deliberate choice that we're speaking to those people who only bother about listening to that part about you, which is a bit about you, what's so common about you too. You don't want to grow old, you like to have fun. This level, this attraction and engagement. If you're clear about that, it'll be easier for you to know what you don't pay attention to yet, but the time will come. Now, as you know that in our ensuing classes and lessons, we actually will move on to the other stages and we'll be addressing those level of engagement. I see that some of the questions here are asking that the users may enter at different stages during your journey. You are right. Some are new and some are old. How do we decide? You decide who you want to speak to at any one time. Now I'm speaking to you. I cannot be speaking to other people. I will be focusing just on you. I can't be talking to the others, not quite yet. Therefore, you need to know where is your point of selection. Millie 要补充吗？这个。You might remember in our opening ceremony, Yang Shuran shared about her journey. In it, she also shed light on how she step-by-step methodically attract the users and groom them to grow along with her. It has always to be notice her, like her, and want to be her. So the her can be you. She takes it one step at a time. It is a process. She wasn't too hurried. Maybe she had her struggles, but clearly she presented to you. We invite you guys to go and be reminded of that journey and how much of it can apply to you as well. 对，In reality, those people whom you think actually are not in stage 1, stage 2, you would want to expect them to be in your community already. If they are not already there, get them there. If they are not there, it invite them again to your stage 1 and stage 2 because they don't know you well enough. Allow that process to kick in and keep flowing. Wilson. Oh, Team G. We want to congratulate the next excellent excitement is from Team G, and that's Wilson Low. Just look at what Wilson Low has. We are sharing this from the screen, and take a look at this amazing picture of some guy who is touching his own face. Do you find that interesting already? Just by looking at it. Okay. Yes, congratulations, Wilson. Okay, we have the pros, and therefore the suggestions. Start with the pros. You'll find that there are 4 points we think is wonderful. Apart from the picture that you see right away, is that the opening. Just look at the opening. Have you heard of someone using Dettol to wash their face? Oh goodness, is that going to be a disaster? You must have that in your mind. We say that the opening is very eye-catching, and the storyline even has the wife making an appearance. So you remember, not just me, one person, but the wife comes out as well. The descriptions capture our imagination. You think, ayo, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And you find that this photo is very relevant. The first thing we take note is, hey, this photo, what's happening? This guy, wow, wrap his hand, touch his face. Is he? You start to have things imagining. These we think are the strong points. 建议. Well, we have some suggestions. We always take this position. There are things that you're strong in, we want to say it right away, but we also want to let you take home certain areas that bring you to the next level. Focus on the men's skincare, about the rewards of offline activities. See, we have the context now. It's about men, how men care for their skin. It's not the Dettol thingy. There's more to it. Let's focus on men and their skincare regimen. In itself, is already a point of very interesting discussion. To focus more, we are suggesting go deeper on it. The other part will be to increase the description of the details of the offline activities. Say more about it, because now we're discussing it online, isn't it? Who are new to you will be curious. What more? Locally, we say kepo lah. Kepo actually means curious lah. Curiosity is a good thing, because they will make the men who need skincare. Take note, we are talking about men. We are talking about men who have this consciousness of skincare. They will see the value and attract attention. And just now you all ask, how about those who are not interested? Not men, not interested. And too bad, in the sense of, for this particular story is meant for men. It's meant for men who care for their skin. It has to be this, because we know who we are talking to. We're suggesting that we also zoom in. Just go for the men. Just go for the men with skincare. Because when you zoom in this, people who care for the men and people who care for the skincare will push the men, maybe the wives. Wilson, if you want to go even better, I'm sure you will, you can go for certain details. Because once we zoom in on something like this, people are already curious, you granularize, which is the word we use when we go into details. Because you people are curious, they will go for details. 这边有个提问说，能不能给 example 问我们有没有例子？后面有啊？ Alright, let's try later when we have an example that could touch on this. Okay, let's wait a bit for that. Oh, Team I, Doreen Ong, congratulations. Team I, Doreen Wong, let's read the details of her own story there, and let me shed light on what she has done well. See if we are giving you some details at the same time. Here, what she has done well is she's telling us a very meaningful charity event. It speaks to us because we all have that part about us, isn't it? You want to do good for other people. She's sharing something that will make people resonate, especially the good-hearted among you, and we are. The other very clear good point about her is she's showcasing a group of caring ABO partners. You realize, not just about her, but about other people. These other people, they are ABO partners, but they are kind people, not just kind person, but kind people. Let's read the content there, and let's find examples of details. I would like to propose what Doreen has done as an example of details. Let's read a little bit about it and also read out to you, all right? See, recently we had a truly wonderful closing for 2023. I mentioned what is it about. That's a detail. Some more aspects say that it is in Thailand. So it transports us into somewhere that we don't normally are. So we're elsewhere, but now this is in Thailand. Specific details, examples of details. You buy something, what do you bring? You bring 50 kilos of presents. Hey, think about that. 50 kilos, that's not light. That is one person's weight already. 50 kilos. They are either made or sponsored by children and parents of a school where I used to be a certain position, honorary treasurer. These are details because it didn't say by someone. It simply go ahead and say by parents and children. You're beginning to see certain details. This is the kind of example we want you to take note of. Examples also come in numbers. See the next line. Decorated several buildings, even dance and sing for how many children? 300 children. That's not a small number. You bring 50 kilos of present, you give to 300 children. We don't do it all the time, right? We don't need to do it every day. So it's unusual. This is an example of details making people feel attracted. And Doreen goes on. She see average age for these 12 volunteers. There is a team of 12 people. Who are they? See, who are they? These are details. 55. Hey, 55 years old is the average age. The youngest is 44 and oldest 69. This is unusual. You don't normally see 12 people of between 44 and 69 coming together and doing something so interesting. Guys, you are asking me, what are details? What are examples? This is one example of such details. This is what we actually would suggest that Wilson can ground into. Numbers, number of people, who are they from, how old are they? Curious, curious, curious. Find out, find out, find out. Charlene, you got it. Very nice. Miri? Yes. So put together numbers give details. Details give us the picture. Picture is a good example of how we go deeper into it. In order to have that, see, certainly you have to be there. You're involved. You involve other people. You are able to do more. See, when you are more involved in the Amway activities, you are getting a lot of all these things. You have it there. It's just a matter of whether you want to dig or not. And you certainly can. 对的. Do you find that you like this? Do you find that you like Doreen's story because it's very positive and uplifting? If so, reply a yes. And we want to show you that by staying on the positive in storytelling, you will gain a lot of points and mileage and attraction with the users. These users may not know you very well yet, but they will sense that you are a good person to be with. They like you, they like the other 12 people or 11 people who are not very young, but they really love life. They go to somewhere further, not just their home. They go to Thailand. They look at people whom they don't normally meet, their children, 300 of them. They carry a lot of heavy stuff, 50 kg of it to the people they hardly know. Always put together a sense of you are very kind, you're very positive, and I can't help it but like you. Sure. We're talking about being positive, being kind, and being good. We have shed light on the people making this happen, but how about the people who's benefiting from it? We are talking about the 300 children. If we have a video, and as soon as you have a video of they having fun, feeling great about it, it'll be very touching. We know that this could be in some situation, we want to protect the privacy of the children, yes. So videos, there is a function in which we kind of blank out or make mute or vague the face. But we want a sense of, you look at it, it's numbers, many, children. Their whole body language is happy, cheering. We want to see that in the video. Even if you kind of whiten out the face a little bit, make it indistinguishable, it's okay for the privacy. But we want to have the sense of the joy they are receiving it. And we will sense that if only I'm the one giving that joy, I understand when I'm on the receiving end. Now I want also to be giving. Once you make your users feel like this, they will like you because they enjoy what you're doing. They want to be part of it. You're putting the preparation for them in stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 to see you, like you, and want to be you. How? That's right. If we go a little bit back to Sandy's case, likewise. Sandy's case, her picture together with their ABO who is confined by speech and by listening despite that. And as well as other ladies in the room who are very supportive of doing great. I think that will be a very powerful picture as well. We should want to zoom in on those details too. Very good. So you can look back. We have talked about pictures, how powerful pictures are in lesson 2 as well. These details, as you re-look at it, you will know how you will do it the next time you get a chance to. How? Yes. 可以 Tanya. Congratulations now to Tanya Cheong from Team K. She's our 4th winner of the excellent assignment this evening. Congratulations. Alright. First, I will invite you guys to read what Tanya has provided in her story, and I would like to zoom in on what she has done well in. First, she shows that who she is, identity. She identifies herself, who she is, and what her interests are. She makes herself very clear, stands out in that manner. The story has details. Based on what we have discussed in the earlier examples, now she is there with details. Thirdly, she shows the team culture. These activities that she talked about, it's not just about herself but other people. Together they form a team. The team the team fills up the activities. So in terms of the story, there's activities, there's action, there are people, not just her. Fourthly, she invites interested people to join because there's a call to action. People are responding. She's creating that process and a result of that process as well. These are the strong points. 我继续讲 optimization 吗？好，你说。Yes, so this part about, you just take a look at the pictures you have taken. It's a picture with a lot of people and people are smiling. And they are smiling despite something, despite drizzling, despite not the best weather conditions, but people are still having fun. And that brings out a very important quotations. Quotations are very powerful in fleshing out the essence of your story. And it goes like this. If you want to go fast, you go alone. However, if you want to go further, you go together. Now, this you may have heard it somewhere, but when it's used here, it is used to very good effect. And this good effect elevates her story, making us agree with her. There's resonance. The picture tells 1,000 words, and her words also bring out the story very well. She has done well on this. You find that she has left a hook as well. If you are interested to join us for some fun, drop me a comment below saying me and see you at the next event. She's leaving something for people to latch onto her. She's not just letting people just put a full stop. There is the to be continued. The to be continued is reply to me, so that I can say something to you. She's opening up a door as soon as she seems like completing a story. All right. You find that with this event, this activity, it doesn't have to be a complete story. It just has to be a story. The point is made about people togetherness, unity is power. That is said already good. However, she does so at the price of keeping it very long. We suggest therefore for optimization to make it shorter. Why? Because you want to leave more for the other episodes, like a drama serial. What she has here can be made into a drama serial, serialized, to show more of other aspects, about zoom in on the individual, some of the other people, and the team members, about them, about their transformation. Because when you do that, you're keeping yourself ready for the stage 3 and 4, where their transformation is made possible by what? People are curious. Oh, by the product solutions. And further elevation because of the career and business opportunities. And it's a natural progression. You want to leave enough evidence, one leading to another. Suggest that to Tanya. I guess you guys saw the picture. Someone was asking about the picture. Okay, the picture that Tanya has shot, right? A picture of a lot of people. So if you have seen it, good. If not, you can let us know again. We want to say that how we can keep the story shorter by filling less words. Someone asked about the flow. We just put them into bits and pieces, parts, like zooming in onto certain team members. So if you ask me how to chop it up, I would say that we zoom in on person A, person B, person C. Spotlight on them, how they feel about the activities, how it has impacted on them. Oh, wonderful. We are now onto this very exciting part about awards. Yes, you see this whole red curtain because we want to give out these awards to our winners for this round. Congratulations, Sandy, Wilson. Congratulations, Doreen and Tanya. Congratulations. Wow. Yes, great. Thumbs up to all of you. These 4 excellent assignments, you have been singled out for your good performance. Keep it up. At the same time, we will be sending these certificates in recognition of your great performance into your individual groups. By your effort, you have earned an extra 100 points for your respective teams. Your teams have moved ahead by another 100 points. The same, of course, can be earned by anyone here in your assignment 3 and going forward. There are many ways. Your cell group coach will coach you on how to earn more points. But for now, congratulations, 100 points each to the 4 winners. Congratulations. Wow. Part 3 is going to be very exciting as well. Let's do this. Every team member here, you have your own team, right? Please type into the space here your team letter of the alphabet, A, B, C, so on and so forth. Type it into the space here. We are going to reveal and present and announce to you the team story exercise. We talk about if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go further, you go together. This is the time to be together. And your teams, you are going to identify user profile. You're going to identify your way of speaking to them, attracting them, and making them feel closer to you. All the things we have mentioned in assignment 1 and 2, we are about to do that, except now we're going to go further. We're going to do it as a team. When it comes to this team effort, I say again, not individual, but team. We are going to be two facets to it. You're going to, as a team, produce two things. Two things you're going to come up with. One is about the product solutions of Amway. The other is about the business opportunity coming from Amway. You're going to do two things together as a team. Wow, exciting. You have done short stories of 200 words. Now we're going to let you as a team to do more. Firstly, the format. We're going to allow you to use text and pictures to come up with a story of about 1,000 words. So that's 1,000 words. Take note. You can do it as a team. In these content, you're going to show a story, present to us a story of change, personal change, becoming better. And in this, we will embed Amway product solutions. You notice we are progressing. We are now going to show Amway products actually, but we're going to show someone is using it, someone is using it and becoming better and better for it. You may be wondering, oh no, 1,000 words, where do I find it from? We're going to let you have a reference, all right? Lesson 4. You are about to going to look at lesson 4 real soon. In lesson 4, there's a case study. It's a case study of an ABO. This ABO is called a Greasy Sister. We're going to show it to you now. And she's a great reference for us. And okay, Midi. Right, so we're going to make it easy for you in that you have a reference, all right? In lesson 4, you're going to look at lesson 4 very soon. In lesson 4, there's going to be this slide. In this slide, you're going to look at the greasy big sister and her change of becoming better, even reinventing herself altogether. Take note of that lesson because in that lesson, we deconstruct the step-by-step how it is done. All you need to do is to model after this process and you will get it. You will satisfy this requirement of as a team to come up with a product solutions longer story of 1,000 words. How? Now, we said there are two, right? There are two team efforts together. The second team efforts is something that I know you guys are really raring to go, which is about the Amway business opportunities. This time round, we're not going to let you use text and pictures because we've done that with the earlier one, which is product solutions. So apart from product solutions, it's going to be the other one. The second team effort is on business opportunities. We use video. Shoot a video. How long? This video got to be less than 5 minutes. I repeat, less than 5 minutes. In there, we are going to let you showcase the Amway business opportunities. How do we show it? Don't show it directly. Show it indirectly through the personal stories of change for the better. That means you're going to have a character, you're going to have characters. Together, they have actions happening and there's going to be change for the better. This is our way of presenting it. We have missed Charlene is just about what are the 5 career sharing angles. That's why we need to show you the next page. That's the next page. 我们往前面走一下，不好意思。Okay. Bring out what 就是往那个5个趴了。We just missed. 对 yes. Why we want to show you this quickly is because this is exactly the point we want to make on the last line. Now, there are things we can share about. You must be wondering because you have no idea yet. I haven't shown you the slides, right? But tomorrow morning, you're going to approach assignment 4. Look out for this particular slide on assignment 4. It's very interesting. It has 5 steps or 5 aspects. You'll notice, as Coach Midi have said, it's nothing just about money only. It's important enough, but there are others. So at least 5 areas you can share about that will make your career and business opportunity very rich because they have 5 facets. If I can just read out a bit to you, tomorrow you have more, will be the thriving H&W, health and wellness industry. Talk about the industry. Talk about the team atmosphere, people happy together. Talk about your life. It's so colorful with this opportunity arising. And personally, you have become a better version of yourself. And of course, diverse gains. Various kind of gains, including, of course, money. Together, the picture is very layered, very rich. And therefore, this video of not more than 5 minutes will have facets that make the story more and more compelling. Really. So you can tell, yes. That's why it's very important, because what we are doing now is hardly theoretical. It is theoretical applied. So if you do that, you will come to understand that, oh, that's why A70 and that's why CET want to come up with the Malaysia BMS. All this is because we want you to apply it. So right away, in a team, you're going to apply it. Apply means whatever you apply, you can use it into your business right away. It's not just about theory, it's about application. This slide we have just shown you, you will as soon as tomorrow, you can start applying it right away. And what you apply is not just an assignment, not just a project, it is immediate application into your business. It's that relevant and that applied. If you are like us, very excited and very serious about applying it into our real business as is, please reply a yes. 5 steps you want to pay attention to as you reply your yes. The next, you need to do a few things. There are 5 bullet points as we have in this slide. First, you want to divide yourself into 2 mini groups in your cell group. Everybody has a cell group, A, B, C, D, so on. And in this cell group, let's have 2 mini groups within the cell group. Each of these mini group will complete 1 group exercise. That means any one of you will actually handle product solutions with text and pictures or video not more than 5 minutes. You will study lesson 4 very carefully. This is every single one of you's responsibility, all right? You owe it to yourself. Thirdly, you will communicate, talk about ideas and options with your coach. So every cell group, your coach is ready for you. Talk to her, talk to him about the ideas, the possibilities. That's going to be very fun. Fourthly, you find the main story character and produce the content. We say that a story has characters. You, others, the members, the family, the friends, and so on, point out who in a story, in a movie, in a drama, who and the who doing what and the what. That is your complete content. You're going to produce it like a script writer, like a movie director. So fun, right? And fifthly, is you got to email the assignment to your coach. You got to email this assignment. That means you complete, finish everything, submit. Submission when? By the 11:59 p.m. That means 1 minute before midnight on the January 19th. That means now you imagine today is 14, right? Plus 5 days, it becomes 19. On the day of the 19th, there is the morning, there's a night. That 19th of January, night time, 11:59. That is your deadline. So just mark it down. You know you have about 5 days starting from now to get this done together. All right. And how? Oh. Okay, it's going to be fun. But you all know very well, Malaysia BMS is English. So every one of you, English, no problem. It's understood. However, I want you to understand that we have mobilized many of these coaches. They are all very energetic and good. They are skilled towards Mandarin and Chinese. So in order to help you very well, they will need some very important resource from every of the cell group. We are now enrolling from the individual cell groups, anyone in the members who are not only just good in English, you are given, but you're okay, you're good also in Mandarin and Chinese. Spoken is called Mandarin, type is called Chinese. If you're willing, please let your coach know, because we are enrolling you to work together with your coach as the translator. And of course, you will learn more along the way. As a translator, you will speak Mandarin with your coach and speak English to your whole cell group. You become that translator, and you will be very fun and engaging as well. We are enrolling these volunteers within your cell group. Let your coach know. How? Yes. Right. So Stacy, every cell group, let's say G, right? Cell group will have 2 mini groups formed in this cell group. And every of these mini group do one enough. It's either product solutions or video. That means every cell group will do 2. Who is going to complete these 2? The 2 teams in the cell group. Each does 1, not the same. Each does 1. As a result, every of your cell group, let's say A, B, C, and so on, will come up with 2 because you split your job into 2 groups that way. Very fun, huh? That was very exciting. Let's see, right here from this very minute, we have 5 days. What we're going to do? We're going to do 3 things right away. Right after this particular session, we're going to firstly go to the main group, WhatsApp group. You're going to express using text what you have gained this evening. That's very important. Straight away, don't wait. Straight away, express in words what you have gained from this evening. That's 1. Number 2 is also this evening. Don't wait. Don't sleep first. Don't wait. Go to your cell group. Go to your cell group and name yourself as Mini 1 and Mini 2 within the cell group. Because Mini 1 is going to do product solutions and Mini 2 is going to do career and business opportunities. Before we sleep tonight, that we know who is doing what within that same cell group. Let your coach know what is the division like. Oh, yes. And when you wake up tomorrow very fresh, 9 a.m., right? As soon as 9 a.m., boom, you guys can go to the Facebook and get access to lesson number 4, where you will, among other things, you will see who is the greasy sister. You will see what are the 5 points to talk about. You can put into your videos. So it's all very nicely packed. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., you can watch for yourself assignment number 4. Starting from now, we have 5 days, everything one at a time. We therefore need the team captains to work very hard, harness everybody together, work closely with your coach for each of the cell group. We're going to make this happen. Oh, wow. So this thing is this. Today we see some excellent assignments. It's okay. It may not involve everybody because we need to do a selection. However, so long as anyone and every one of you have done your assignment and posted to the Facebook, your respective cell group coaches will pick it up and will comment. It's just like now or soon. It's just like now or soon. So all you need is just do it. As you do it, your coach will come to you and comment on it. This is the basic understanding we're going to have. All you need to do is just do your assignment. Go for it. Thank you very much. Next, we exit from this Zoom and we go to WhatsApp. And in WhatsApp, go express what you have learned tonight. Point number 1, 2. In your cell group, form your 2 project groups, 2, and get ready for tomorrow, 9 a.m. We're going to watch assignment 4 together. Great. Thank you very much and have a pleasant evening. Thank you for your attention, everybody. Bye-bye. See you in the WhatsApp main group in a minute. Let's exit this and thank you again. Bye-bye. Lovely. I like the way you guys are saying ta-ta, thank you. Not good night yet because we got some things to do in the WhatsApp main group, in your cell group. Want a goodbye. Gonna see you again real soon. Bye bye. Cheers. 各位，我看到刚才你们进进出出有各种的同学，为什么我刚才过去的1个半小时只是讲英语？因为其实我是通过现在这段时间，我去收录一下我在做的一个项目。在新加坡的话，在华人新年2月25号之后，我会把它推出来，我会把它免费给到深度绑定的粉丝达人。至于其他还没有是粉丝达人的话，我会跟你们收学费。不过不用担心，我只是跟你们表示，如果刚才你们来了，我感谢你们有来聆听等着是陪伴我做刚才这一场。我并不是自言自语，其实 我刚才的整段时间呢是在另外一个 Zoom 啊，就是视讯会议。在这个视讯会议里面，我们是有一问一答等等东西的。我一位跨国的同事，他就讲中文啊，我要用英语，因为我们的受众群体他们是中英文的。那么过去总的来讲1个半小时我们讲的那个重点是如何把故事讲好故事对你的品牌有帮助这样的事情。此刻如果你在 TikTok 你是一个商家，比如说我看到有万一无论你现在是觉得你的产品的质量还没好，或者是要人没人，要预算没预算都不重要，重要的是我们可以打开脑子去理解，要做好一个事业，我们其实方方面面的，其中一个很重要的方面就是我们把故事讲好。那么对于这个跨国的这个项目来讲，我们输出的就是这些通过内容、故事力、内容力来做好一件事儿。那么回到我们如何把故事讲好，运用的并不是我这个跨国的项目，不是的，运用的是在于你自己的项目，无论你是个人带货主播，或者你有自己的赛道，或者你是一个商家有自己的产品，都能用得上。至于那些不懂，你只要留意一下粉丝达人李公子，在我的直播间里面，我都会经常跟大家表达说我们是如何通过掌握 TikTok 上带货的全线到有，从不懂得如何用视频来带货到懂得如何做这个事儿，从不懂得如何通过直播来带货能做好这件事儿这个是我们在过去16个月一直在做的事情，接下来的1年继续会这样子做，不过我们的内容会升级，所以学费也会增加。2月25号之后，那个学费至少会升到488，目前是388，而且这388就是以刚才讲的，让你有带货权限，让你有懂得掌握最基础的视频带货还有直播带货3个点最做好它，这是最基本的。后面你还会受邀在我们公司加入我们的带货的行列，为你自己的主赛道或者这个带货赛道得到更多的收入的可能性会存在。如果你是商家的话，那你就会学好如何自己赋能和助力自己来做直播和视频带货了所以这个目前还是388，我欢迎大家随时来报名直接找我或者是我的搭档找秦姐也是可以的。我们下一次的是在1个月的22号或者是29号，我估计新的学员付费学员也来参加所以感谢你们的陪伴谢谢各位刚才应该有至少1个半小时了，感谢万玉姐姐你在这里，艾米你在这里，还有这位叫 Go 快的在这里，我看好像萍姐了各位都好J 松有来了不好意思，刚才我没有那个注意力然后跟你们聊，你们也可能也不知道这是干嘛来的由于我开了播，所以我至少可以把这些东西都记录一下感谢有进来的同学们摸不着头脑刚才为什么没声音，忽然就讲一些英语又停了，接着又讲一些英语，就是这样的一个意思再一次感谢各位我是粉丝达人李公子。其实我的主业是做一个培训师，我们培训各种的营销刚才是一个跨国的项目，现在回来跟你们说感谢，同时在30秒之后我会结束今天的直播，再次感谢各位，你们要是拜拜，谢谢你们，拜拜。